Okay, children. Already we finished our muscular force and frictional force. I told you frictional force is the opposing force of motion, and frictional force is the opposing force that stops the relative motion of the relative motion is the very important term here. Relative motion of the objects. The objects at rest will continue the motion due to friction. The objects at motion will stop the motion or will able to they will support. So due to friction. Okay. Okay. Then friction, is it good or bad? You are able to all your daily activities. You are talking. You are writing. You are walking, running, jumping, playing in the ground. Everything is only possible due to friction. So friction is necessary for our life. Already our physicist, father of modern physics, Albert Einstein, he told that because the universe is running only because of friction. Without friction, you can't do anything. You are able to drive a car because of friction. A carpenter is able to put the nail in the wall because of friction. Everything is possible because of friction. About the friction's bad and good effects we will discuss even in the next chapter and little bit even in this chapter later. Okay. Now we are going to see about normal force. What is this normal force? Okay. Normal force. You are a person is standing on the ground. I am standing here on the ground, and you know Earth is having gravitational pull or gravitational force. Every object which is present here will be attracted by the Earth towards to its center. Suppose if the Earth's gravity is attracting, yes it is, not suppose, Earth's gravity is attracting me, then I should go to the center of the Earth. I should get buried in the center of the Earth. But is it happening so? I am able to stand on the ground. I am able to stand on the floor. How it is happening? Because though some force is pulling me down, some counter force is helping me to maintain in my place. That force is nothing but normal force. So every body, suppose this is a body and this body is moving on this surface and Earth is attracting that body towards to this center, its center. It is trying to pull the body towards to its center, but some force is helping that body to be in its place, which is a counter force opposite to the gravitational force. Some counter force is helping the body in opposite direction further on that body to maintain the body in its place. And this force acts at the point of contact. These 2 points here, these 2 are the points where this body is coming in contact with the Earth. So these points are called as points of contact. So normal force will act at point of contact. Suppose a person is standing. These are the legs of the person. Okay. So here the person is in contact with the ground at these 2 points. So the normal force is acting in this direction. I told you that normal force acts where there is a contact of the object with the ground. So here one contact is there. Here the person is touching the ground, and even here the person is touching the ground. So there are 2 points here, 1 point and here 1 point. So at these 2 points the normal force is acting. So then the normal force is acting in a perpendicular direction. If force is in this direction, the normal force is in this direction. Perpendicular direction. So what is parallel and perpendicular? You know, these are the parallel lines and these are the perpendicular lines. These are the perpendicular direction. So any object which is on a surface, it is experiencing a normal force. Suppose a pen is there on this duster, it is experiencing a normal force. Suppose some books are there on your bench, those are experiencing normal force. Any object which is over a surface, that will experience normal force. I am on ground, so I am experiencing normal force. If somebody asks you to write the examples for the normal force, you can write many. The books in the shelf, or a ball on the chair, or a pen on the table, a duster on the table, any object for that matter, which is on a plane surface, those substances are experiencing normal force. Okay, that is the third contact force. And what is the fourth contact force? Tensional force. What is this tensional force? For example, I think you know about the game tug of war. There will be a rope and a group of people will be here catching this rope, and some people will be here, and some people will be in this direction, will be pulling the rope. Okay, and there will be a reference line here in the center. There will be a reference line. Some group members will be pulling the rope or the string towards them, and the other people will be pulling from this side. They will be pulling towards them, and with a central reference line. Okay, if this group is coming to that line, that means they will be declared as winners. You know that game. Okay, but here when these two people, when this group and that group even dragging the string or rope with the same force, what will happen? When these two groups are dragging or pulling the string with the same force, inside the string or inside the rope itself, there will be one force called as tension force. Inside the rope, within the rope, there will be a force called as tension force. That tension force, when this outside force increases, when the tension inside the force increases, the rope will break. So that is called as tensional force. One more example, see dear children, suppose there is some ceiling or something like that, and there is a rope, and to that rope you are hanging some box or something which is having some weight. Weight will be always calculated with the formula mg, m into g, mass into gravity. It will be always, you know that already you learned it in your lower classes, that weight is always calculated with the formula mg, m into g. Okay, then what will happen is this generally there will be a gravitational force. The gravitational pull is attracting that body towards it, towards to the center of the earth. Is this box falling? No. Which force is stopping the box from falling? The tension which is produced inside this rope. The tension that is produced inside this rope, it is stopping the box from falling down. Okay. So that is the tensional force. Okay. So in contact force, there are four types of forces: muscular force, frictional force, tensional force, and normal force. Muscular force means the force produced by our body muscles is called as muscular force. What is frictional force? The opposing force which acts on relative motion of the bodies. Relative motion of the bodies is called as frictional force. Okay, it helps to stop also, it helps to move also. And what is the tensional force? The force produced inside the body of a string or inside the body of a rope against the gravitational pull, that is called as tensional force. Okay children, and what is the normal force? The force produced by the plane surface against the gravity on the object in a perpendicular force. Okay children, I'll give you the definitions again on the board. Thank you.